Hello, I'm Leona Dooley, and this is Ebony, Ivy, and Thyme in the kitchen, where we work hard, we love God and family, and we know without a doubt that everything else is just gravy. Now, this is Valentine's week, and we are going to be celebrating Valentine's all week. And we're going to be doing some things that are special right here in the kitchen with friends and family. So, if you're interested in the things that we're going to be doing, stay tuned. Now, what you see in front of you is a black tray. And this black tray is one that I use with my smaller lanterns. And we are going to be putting together one of my favorite lanterns. This particular lantern is a silver with a touch of gold, and hopefully we can brighten it up so that you can see what we're going to be doing with it. So there we go. And I think with this particular lantern, we are going to point it down. And you know what? It's not letting me see on the inside. So hold on one side. I wanted to do something springy. And in the process of going through some of my spring goodies, I realized that last year I had purchased at the end of the season some pipberry from pipberry.com. And this pipberry.com has the best pipberry around. And it's full, they have beautiful colors and seasonal colors. Now this particular lantern has a stationary candle. So you just put the batteries in and you turn it on from there. And then we have a lantern that is lit. And so what I'm going to do is to add some pipberries down into this lantern. And I'm going to try to turn it so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. And I kind of have to work with this because you have to get it down into the lantern. But there's not a lot of space. It's just mainly room for the candles. And that's it. So we've got our pipberry down in there. So I'm going to take this off and I'm going to work on the tray because after all we don't want a blank tray. Now I can sit this tray just about anywhere. So I'm going to fluff out this pipberry because I do want it, you have to be a little gentle with it, but not too terribly gentle. But you want the pipberry to spread and to take up that surface. And I noticed that Amazon has quite a bit of pipberry, factory craft direct, factory craft outlet direct, or factory outlet direct. They also have pipberry too, and I've ordered from them as well. So I've put my pipberry down into the tray, and I'm going to sit the candle in, making sure not to sit on the pipberry because I want the lantern to sit flat. And so you just have to take a minute and get it on a flat surface. Okay, now there we go. So while by itself that's very springy, we could put the top on it and call it a day. But you know me, I'm not going to stop there. I have my two spring birdies, and I'm going to put one of those birdies here, and I'm going to put another birdie here, one over here, and we're ready to do a little decorating. Pipberry in place, birds in place. Birds need some flowers. They love flowers. They like to hang out where flowers are. So what I've done is that I've taken a couple little pieces, because I went through my bag of little leftovers, and just kind of twisted those together so that when I placed them in, I didn't have to do them individually. But I'm going to add in lots of little flowers, and I'm going to kind of do it in the corners. You always want to make sure that all of your corners are taken care of. So I've got flowers there, yellow and white there. I've got some yellow and white to go here to give it a little light. And here's a little more yellow and white over by this little birdie. Okay, so those are in there. Now the good thing I love about having this on the tray is the fact I can move this anywhere. I could move out my bird cage and sit this in the middle if I wanted to. And I had a few little more pieces of white, and we may have to spruce those up. So we've still got some little pieces. We'll put those in later. We'll set those off to the side. Now, I also have some peonies. These are little peonies, and I love the little peonies that you get from the Dollar Tree. Aren't those pretty? So I've got a little pink there, and I'm going to, for some of these, I'm going to pull the bottoms off. I have a little pink right here, just to add to the color. We want it nice and bright, and certainly shouting spring. So there's our little peonies there, and I'll turn this around so you can see all the sides. So I've got peonies there, peonies here, peonies here, peonies there. I want a few in there, right there with that little birdie. Put those in and show some of those others. Just kind of play with them and get them where you want them. And I need some back here. And you know, it wouldn't be spring unless we had some tulips. And I did have a few tulips left over, so we're going to add some tulips in. Now put those in, and actually I'm going to put them on the side in little groups of 2. So there's 2 tulips, and I want 2 tulips here. See if I can get those down in there. I want them to stay, but I want them to be very visible. Now, so we've got our tulips in place. We still have some little bits of white to add in that we're just going to kind of put in here and there. And you know, if I find some more tulips, then we'll certainly add more tulips. Now, thinking Easter, I found 4 eggs. So I'm going to take those 4 eggs, and in those places where there aren't a lot of flowers, like here, I'm going to put 2 right there, because I think that pipberry will hold those in right there. And I have 2 that I'm going to put in back here. Now actually, where this is going to be sitting, you really won't see the eggs in the back, but if I move it somewhere else, I will be able to add. Now, I do have a few more of those little peonies, so I'm going to clip those. And I try not to clip them too short, because you never know. You may need to use them somewhere else. So I'm going to add in a little bit. And I didn't have any here. So I'm going to add some of that in right between those eggs with the white. That's going to be right there. Take the green off. And I may switch those just because I want to give them a little more color, and put that right in there. So we've got eggs, we've got spring, we've got birds, we've got tulips, and I think this little vignette just kind of shouts spring. Let me stand back and look at it. It's got lights, I'm throwing away all the little pieces of leaves that I don't need. Now, what you can do, if you find any little spaces that just kind of look a little dark, pull those pip berries down and around. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going around and making sure that the pip berries are spread out, that they're very visible, that they're showing up like they're supposed to, because you certainly should see them. Now, I'll take you down off the camera and I'll give you a better shot. There's those little spring birdies. Our light, our little lamp candle is lit. I have it sitting here in my kitchen right now. Those little birds are so cute. And they are sitting amongst the flowers and the pip berries. Colors are beautiful. The little eggs in place. And you know, I really could. I have a bunny, so I could and may still add a bunny to our lantern. It's a beautiful lantern. See that little bunny waiting right over there, ready for the lantern.